Hello, people. It's that time. It's that time again. Okie dokie. So, good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the live stream. My name's Anisi. Let's get down to business, shall we? I hope everyone's doing good on this Super Saturday, whatever your Super Saturday you're up to, and hope it's been a good one for you. So, for your Super Saturday entertainment, which I'm going to provide you, is first things first. For those who just joined in, welcome along, and welcome along, Indian Stig. Thank you very much for the good luck message. Appreciate you sparing a moment to say hello, and best wishes to you on your Manufacturers Cup race if you are doing it. So go and check out Indian Stig Racing for those who like to go and check out his content on YouTube, where he does upper lobbies, league racing adventures, and some obviously sport road content that he provides well from his perspective of racing in him. So, right. So, what's going to be happening is I'm going to have a lengthy stream, of course, of a couple of races which I'll be doing. Going to get that one shot in for the Manufacturers Cup as we're heading off to Dragon Trail Gardens, which looking into the third round, it's a repeat of one of the race meetings, which I remember well in the online qualifiers early in the year, where I had good memories down there, where I went from 6th on the grid and pitted at the right place at the right time to get the job done and come out as the winner in the online qualifiers. So that track with that sort of combo does give me some memories at the time. So other than that, we'll see what we can do to try and replicate on what we did before. So obviously that combo is no stranger to me, because you start off with wet, and then the track starts drying out towards the end. So we're in for a really good treat there. So not only that we've got the Manufacturers Cup, which is taking place at 6 o'clock. We also have the JCR Porsche Cup, which is also taking around approximately 7:30. So there is going to be a bit of a break between the Manufacturers Cup race and the start of the Porsche Cup. So, which in that case I'll be going for something to bite in between. So therefore that I'll be cracking on with the task, and then afterwards get on with whatever I needed to do. So without further ado, let's head on to sport mode and get some practice on the board, which looks to be what is going to be an interesting motor race for sure. So obviously the 6 o'clock slot, that's the only shot I'm going to get, and yeah. So I'm in the McLaren, so we're just going to the intermediates, because if you see where I'm coming from, the track is wet. The track is wet. And I've only just seen some that's improved their times, having been raced around, or even been circulated around the laps for a good amount of laps before the track gets bone dry. So I'm literally 1.2 seconds behind of the Argentine in the Ferrari. So what time has the top McLaren driver done? Although I haven't done the I was going to do it the last Manufacturers Cup round, but didn't really get around to doing it in that occasion. But this time around it's a different story. So we got Beatbox Legend, who was in the McLaren with a 30.1, so a cracking time for somebody with the in the McLaren. And just ahead of Digit in two separate cars, interestingly, by 0.02 of a second. So yeah, be interesting to see what happens on that occasion. So how far is the 100th place driver from number 1? And we've got Kizzy with a 30.4 in the Mercedes. RMS Shadow is in as well. It's no stranger to me, to tell you the truth. Well, unless they may tweak a little bits and bats, and from when we last done the this kind of race in the online qualifiers. So I had a look back at the stream when I did that at the time. I pitted in at lap 11, the end of lap 11. So obviously it still worked out to retreat because although that the person that looked to be in contention for the win pitted 1 lap earlier, which obviously paid off at the time, but unfortunately for that Audi driver didn't need to go and pit for soft tyres because there was no tyre type rules required on that particular motor race, which then left me inherited with a chance to go for a result. So if I could try and get around to lap 10, somewhere around lap 10, then we'll see where we're at. You gotta go inters because I've done it before. So I tried inters. I started off with inters on that race, and that worked. So to go for the wet set of inters to start off with. Therefore, when you notice the racing line starting to dry up, then I'm just gonna have to keep looking for the wet patches in order to keep the tires cool and make the tires last longer than anybody else's before it gets to a point that you get to a point where you're gonna have to pit in for the medium tires and be one of the bravest to try and keep it on the track on the medium tires. As long as you don't mess up your lines, because if you do mess up your lines, then it'll compromise you for sure. Yep. So I was watching, seeing that somebody like Carlster's shared a manufacturer's guide for that particular race combo, which he shared it just to give those the idea for those who've yet to have a go at this particular combo firsthand. But obviously with us who's done that particular combo before, we certainly know like how we can get a result. Well, it depends where you qualified, in all honesty, because you go through one update to so many updates, so it's this car that I'm using is one of them cars where it's all right, and I've been consistent of getting consistent lap times in, and no issue with tyre wear, fuel consumption rating. So other than that, it's just a case of continuing to get the best out of myself and the car underneath me, if that makes sense. So I'm only, like 2/10 away from the top 100, but that's fair enough. Regardless where you qualify, it's still an inter-strategy. Yeah, that's the thing that. But then you want to be sure that you just watch out for who you're racing with, basically. So as you can see, I'm running with no traction control whatsoever. It does, yep. So this is where it comes in handy for those who've had the chance to go on and get some dry flying laps in whilst the track dried out in practice mode. Then therefore that you certainly got the idea of how the track and a car underneath you and your ability can cope with such dynamic of what the weather throws at you. Because with qualifying obviously being a bone dry track, then obviously you want to get the best out of yourself in normal circumstances. Everyone on your Discord focus a lot on dry qualifying. Well, this is a thing that because another thing you're going to think of as well is the strategy for this particular combo, for example, alone, where you want to be sure that you start off with a certain tyre compound. Say you have this rain setting on, for instance. You start on the inters, get around to, say for example, I pit in lap 10, get onto the mediums, keep it on the racing line, build on the consistency, and therefore get the job done wherever I finish. So, or maybe like one lap early or two if you're brave enough. But when you get to around lap 7, for instance, then obviously you're about to experience the amount of risks that you're taking whilst you're trying to push a lot harder, even if you be one of the first to pit for dry weather tyres. Say you go into the mediums. Yes. Then again, that you've got a pit loss to think about as well, where the pit losses can also make a difference where if you can win races or lose races. Say like if you do another pit stop, then it's not worth it because you literally lost the amount of race time whilst pitting for a new set of tyres, which obviously is not the way to go. So it looks like a one-stop strategy, even if you with no mandatory tyre type rules and regulations involved in this combo. Yeah. Yep. Just gotta tiptoe your way out of the pit exit because I have looked back at the replay at the time when I saw something that just slipped out of the pit exit without thinking about it too much. So once you get onto the dry weather tyres after going on the inters for much longer as you needed to, and as soon as the dry line forms up on the racing line quickly, then you think then really that's when when your patience gets tested. So you want to be patient coming out of the pit exit after changing onto a set of dry tyres, because if you're not, then if you go very talky out of that pit exit, even when you go on the wet part of the track, then that could lead into a catastrophic mistake in that sense. So not to forget, I just need to come out of there and get into the 6 o'clock slot. Now we're accepting entries. So for those that haven't got around to do this combo, which I'll quickly run down, just cancel the entry for a moment. And so what's happening there, for those who don't know, it's a 20-lap race with a 7 minutes qualification, tyre wear set to ×5, and the fuel consumption rating set to ×1. And also you have the shortcut penalty set to weak, Initial fuel is same as during the race, and mechanical damage set to light. And shortcut penalty set to strong, set to weak, should I say. And obviously, no mandatory tyre type rules involved in that one. So, yeah. So it's just very much a straightforward race in that sense. Even you can change your brake balance to how you like it, which then again you want to be thinking about your tyre wear for when you do a lengthy stint on the dry tyres from the moment you come out of the pits on dry tyres, having been on the inters to start with, for instance. So we build the ribbon. So if I take a slightly wider line in these kind of conditions, that should give me the grip I need. So I'll keep that in mind. Almost did a carbon copy of my Ghost. Oh! Nope. Thought I could get the power on okay, but nah, just try and control that throttle input in that last bit of the quadruple, whatever it's called, right-hander corner. Still carrying on with bumper and suspension damage until it disappeared. Much smoother. It's more like it. I'm just going to park here for a moment as I'm going to go for a quick toilet break. So I'll be back in 2 secs, just to enjoy a bit of scenery. So, back in 2 secs. And I'm back. Welcome along, Chris. Good to see you, mate. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well, brother. So, calm before the storm. Well, obviously the rain is here, and we're going to be in for a dry session next, and then once we get into the race, then it's very much wet weather territory, starting on the wet weather tyres, and then see who's going to be the bravest to come in for a set of mediums, for instance. So I hope you're doing good, Chris. And those who are just tuned in, welcome along. So gonna sing a little song before we get going with things. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment all of my life. Oh Lord, can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord, oh Lord. Welcome along, Agent. Thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate you liking my singing. I'm sure anybody didn't mind that. So, just to give me some energy. That was before the singing. Welcome along, buddy. Welcome to the channel. And anybody new, I do open lobbies normally on Tuesday evenings, sometimes later in the week, when I'm get a chance to do so. Obviously, I like to throw out different car categories for what GT7 has to offer, and I do league racing adventures. So, good luck to those who are taking part in round 3 of the GT World Series Manufacturers Cup. Let's see what we can do, and see who we're up against. Could come across somebody familiar, but we will find out very soon. There's our friend Andy. Muscaffi's in. Mario Sonic. $299 points for the win, and 8th place gets you 212. So, but yeah, we've got some familiar people I know of in this lobby, so it's good to see them, of course. You're not a fan of Yasmarina? Ah, that's for that Vibe Motorsport thing, isn't it? Yeah. That's the track that I'll be racing at tomorrow, and that's for the GR3 Endurance League. Esports Endurance League, which I'm doing. Right. Who's going to be the quickest out of the pits? Well, see where I end up when I get into the outlap. So I'm third one out. Oh crap. What was I thinking mediums for? But at least I got a lot of track position. Welcome along, Kez. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the good luck message. Hope you're well. As soon as I get this flying lap in, I'm going to spawn back into the pits for new tyres, and we go again. Probably not going to be the best of lap times, but I can get better next time around. Yep. Just get a banker lap in. You want to go? After you, mate. I'm not going to get a quick, another quick lap in anyway, so just got this last attempt to do and see where I'm at. Just a couple of tenths behind Muscaffi, but a lot can happen in a race. So I'm the only McLaren driver, as it seems to be in this lobby, so I can't grumble on too much, but obviously, yeah. And this is where the race strategy is going to pay off with the knowledge of doing this particular combo. Then will pay off, especially for those who have done this particular combo. Yeah, possibly. Yeah. Only to be 3/4 of a second behind pole position. That's yeah. Yeah, get in there, Danny. P12. Muscaffi running the clock down. So, get the inters on. Whilst I am at it. Fuel's not an issue, so I could just burn off the fuel on the on what was a standing start to a rolling start. Enters. I mean, it's up to you really, so whatever you feel comfortable with. Do your best, mate, and that's all you can do. Let's play the music. Let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. Let's do it for McLaren, come on! Welcome along, D-Man. Good to see you. It's been a while. Hope you keep it good, mate. We've got Andy in the Audi F1 Audi Revolut F1 team livery there. Yes, Stig, let's go. Thank you for the good luck messages. I'm on number 8. Car number 8, this one. Welcome along, Sean. Thank you for the good luck message. Hope you're well. Got a car on my left. Oh, I was just minding my own business there. Yeah. I'm not too bad, thank you. See how we get on this time round then. Oh! Yeah, that was And look at everybody else on the racing line, but I'm just keeping my tyres cool as you like. Yeah. A lot happening at once, isn't it? You go, go, go. And then we'll leave it there. Whoa! Unlucky, buddy. Yep, it's starting to get dry. And everybody else is pulling over to one side to get some coolant on their tyres. Frank's the first one to pit. Yellow flag, something's happened. Oh, somebody's done enough. Whoa! Very close to losing it there. Yellow flags again. I said there was going to be chaos, and so was Kez, who predicted there was going to be crashes, which so far there has been crashes. Oh. See what everyone else is doing. Oh, sorry. Keep going. Gonna have to try and get out of this mess fast. Because the way that this race has gone has turned into a scrap. Which is not enjoyable in some ways, but we'll see what we can do. Yeah. What have I got to lose? Got nothing to lose. Eagle with the wet weather tyres. Steady away, steady away. Yeah, that's the problem that I'm facing right now. Because I've been trying to get past this person, but not gonna get what I'm after, because I've just... Oh, man. Oh, man. Man. What can I do? I lost vital seconds there, literally vital seconds. But not the end of the world. Very close there. Ah. Somebody's had a spinner. Yep, one is better than nothing, I suppose. Look at me, I'm piling pressure on you, Mr. Eagle. Come on then, crack up. Even when you get stuck by somebody who's not quite up to your speed, then that's what makes it difficult for sure. Somebody's had a spinner. Last lap now. A Toyota had enough or something? The Eagles feeling the pressure. Unfortunately, it's not the repeat of what I did on this combo before. This race has been brutal in so many ways, but I'm glad it's a good job of I'm not done that many of them races in the Exhibition Series, because that was just I felt I could have done a good job there. Thanks, Dig. Thank you. That was my only shot of this Manufacturers Cup race, unfortunately, as I got to be sure I have a bit of a break, grab something to bite, and then I'll be on with the Porsche Cup league race, which I'll still keep this live. So yeah, thank you, Kes. So, got the B plays. So, I just want to spare a moment to say well done to no problem. No problem. I just need to see what's happened well from my side, because it's just it's one of them races where I just got into my own scraps, where I shouldn't be in this position, that sort of thing. But so 187 points, better than nothing. So we are on a hat trick of likes in terms of getting it into 2 figures worth of likes. So if anybody could spare a moment to smash that like button and subscribe a bit if you were enjoying more of my content. We're just about 2 likes away from reaching it to 2 figures. No worries. So we'll have a look at the replay together, shall we, and see what's been it's been going off from my side. So as you do, you start off with the mindset of approach of thinking ahead, and you want to be mindful of those who you're racing with in the especially in these tricky conditions. So I had a car on my left. What lap did I lose out on something? Is it this one? So with the torrential rain, then I thought, yeah. Although he did apologise to me for the contact, which I'm like, don't worry about it. If you spared a moment to give the position back, obviously it was forceful from his side that. It was the Jaguar. It was this car, the Jaguar, who hit me at that hairpin. And then I went a bit deep whilst trying to defend, or... Yeah. There was not a lot I could do to stop the car when I was leaving the car's width whilst defending somebody else. And this is where I think it's got a bit messy. So I think it's this lap and all. Welcome along, Andy. Thank you very much for tuning in. Well done in your race. So to be fair, I could just like carried on accelerated a little bit instead of braking a bit too soon. Because what happened there is that I've went into the corner, got the move sort of done, but it was a bit of a, how do you describe it? Like a block pass maneuver, which obviously I had the throttle on at the time, and then you had Frank, who was also on just minding his own business, and then so he sort of saw that that I was on the inside before we turned into the right-hander. So this is where the chaos was starting to evolve even more, with the dry line evolving then. Yeah, that was pretty desperate from Frank, so I don't know if it was the case where I've made the move and then did a block pass. If it is the case, I put my hand up. Yeah, fair dues. I'm not making a big deal out of it. Obviously, I've got the move sort of done, but perhaps I was just being a bit too nice. What we get to later on. Did I give way? So. For good measure, I was following those cars up front whilst there was some squabbling going off with these two going side by side. So I got onto that red paint there, one a bit too wide. Obviously gave way to Frank, which is fair enough of giving way to a bit of a nudge. Although it looked like it was a good move from my side, but obviously, but even when you braked a bit sooner than you thought. Yeah, that was the problem that I faced whilst I was trying to like make some moves, and then obviously and then you get to somebody who's been counter-attacking you as well. But it's one of them races where I just didn't want to dwell on it too much, because knowing that I'm not on this Manufacturers Cup campaign as much, so therefore it's just when I get a chance to do so, then I just like get on with it. So deep, wet, gone over the grass, onto the wet patches. So I must have been somewhere around, so there was... So this person was the first one to pit, and then it started raining. So don't pit for dry tyres until you get to lap 10, because otherwise you could end up in a sticky situation, unless if you're brave enough to go and So that was the raceman. Lost it on your own, mate. You've lost it on your own. And I had the Spaniard alongside me, of course. So going wheel to wheel with the Subaru. Tried to do a cutback, but that didn't work. So somebody had a spinner. So who was that? That's just spin. That just had a spin. So Solberg obviously went a bit throttle happy, was hunting down Andy. So he lost it by going over the curbs and then did a 360, kept it going somehow. Okay, that makes sense. Did I make a... That would have been the time when I made up a place or something. And if I would have pitted one lap early, I would have been ahead. So there was contact from my side. There were 3 cars going side by side, going into the first corner. I had my front axle along with the rear axle of the car. Obviously there was a little contact, but I gave way just a touch, as you would, as I had to. So yeah, I thought I sensed an opportunity, and then the British driver went too deep in that corner, and he thought now's the time to go and pit for some dry tyres. So we'll just steady away. So this is where, when I went over the white line, then onto the red piece of paint, then I knew that that my race was very much far from done. Which, you know, one moment like that has led into a what if I hadn't made that mistake. But it happens to all of us, don't it? So this Scooby has gone throttle happy on the wet stuff. Yep, just gone too deep. Gone too wide, should I say. So yeah, it's... Okay, so somebody had a spinner there, going out of the hairpin. Yeah, and got on the slippy surface curbs, which you don't want to be going on too often. And this German has had enough as well by going too wide. Just went too wide, going on the slippy curbs, and yeah, that's what did him. But rest of it, yeah, that's just how it was, really. But if it hadn't been for those seconds that I lost in some of the races, I would have finished. I could have finished P8. So, what I'm gonna do, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm gonna keep this stream on. I'm gonna put in the highlights of one of the open lobbies. So, therefore, I'm going to go and get something to bite, and therefore leave you guys the entertainment that is unfolding. So, enjoy the break, and I'll leave you to this while I go and grab something to bite. So, back in a bit. And I'm back. I'm back. Hope you all enjoy my race highlights from yesterday's open lobby races in the GR4s at the Red Bull Ring. So, right. So, on to the next one, which is the Porsche Cup by Jimmy Codger Racing. So, I'm just going to click on there for a moment and just have a look at what's what. Yeah, so we've got, what is it, well, less than 20 minutes, so less than 20 minutes until the lobby opens for the Porsche Cup, so, well, yeah. So whilst we are here as well, we're just one like away from reaching the 2 figures worth of likes to making a hat trick of likes, to double figure likes. So let's see what's going on for those who wish to do some racing. So there's an open lobby. Benson's in there. With road car lobby. Then there's a GR3 lobby that's happening. I've got Brownie in there. And there's the Porsche Cup. Nocula's got the Porsche Cup. Let's see what settings has he got it on roughly. So if I say that and then, because I might have tweaked a little bits and pieces, but so we have Apex Dynamics with a few people I know who's in that lobby, doing the GR3s. Garmin, no VTT, no F1, a road car lobby, I would imagine. And we got the Wolf doing a practice lobby, whatever. International Sim Racing Series, all the registered drivers. So there's our friend Amber. Best wishes to Amber on her league race. Sticky Moss doing some practice for the GR4s. And there's Sprint in the GRB rally car. I haven't done the rally cars in ages. So there's BOP on. Trying to work out who's in there. Okay, so well, Nocula's in, so let's go and raid into Nocula's lobby, and then get some quick practicing before the official lobby gets open. Just need to swap some slippers because I've got the ones that are like one size too bigger than the other. That are just the correct size. So we say hello to our friend Nocula. I appreciate you running on the practice lobby. By the way, I was going to run it myself, but I thought, you know what, I'll just join yours and then just get a quick feel of the car. So I've done some little bits and pieces to the downforce and the suspension. So let's give it a whirl, shall we? Put the brake balance to the front. Obviously, it was steady with that. So he'll probably just like notice that I'm live while doing a practice lobby for the upcoming Porsche event that's taking place in just about 15 minutes time. And like, yo, daddy, what's going on, bro? Oh, my apologies. I did not realize you were there. I've only just seen you. I've only just seen you popping up on my right hand side, that's all, mate. This is going to be the tricky bit for when your car bottoms down and Nocula's feeling it as well. Welcome along, Max. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm not too bad, thank you. I've just finished the Manufacturers Cup race, although I had to go for a bit of a break, and I'm put up one of the replays I saved from my open lobbies to keep the entertainment going for those who want to see my Super Saturday entertainment of racing, which I strive to deliver for you guys that are watching the stream. So I hope you're doing good, mate. So for this upcoming round, I have no idea what to expect. So for those who are just watching, last time out in the JCR Porsche Cup, I started third and I finished fifth, simply because I didn't touch the downforce, I didn't touch the suspension, anything, but just to see where I was at. But then as I got more into depth, then I'm gonna have to be more independent, you know, just to get the ride height, the frequency, etc., you know, just those little bits and pieces to be sure that that I get the car to behave, especially this uphill downhill section at the mountains of Australia, and Kenny the kangaroo jumping from one side of the track to the other, risking his life for a breakaway biscuit when they existed once upon a time. Get close to that barrier as I dare. There's Kenny on the right. Go on, Kenny. Good day to you, mate. I kind Foster's is on the way while you're at it, Kenny. So then you can help yourself some beer after hopping around for miles. I saw a video on the internet, what was it, early on, and a parachuter landed on the safe spot, the safe zone in Australia, I think it is, and then greatly welcomed by a couple of kangaroos, where one of them just kept on hopping towards the parachuter and started attacking the parachuter to give him a warm welcome. And I hope it wasn't Kenny at the scene. Or was it? Because if it was Kenny at the scene, well, throwing punches and so on, then you're a bad boy, Kenny. You're going to the pound, punk. Welcome along, Ben. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well. This when I set the force feedback to 6 Newton meters, just makes it a bit tricky considering like how much of a old school car this is without any of the electronic assistance on. Although I've got ABS on, like as you would in the game. So if I can survive and get the consistency together, regardless of where I qualified, then I know I'm doing something right then. So let's see. So the fuel's I could get the fuel running till lengthy time, but so leave this third gear, this section of corners on the heavy braking. I've got a bit too much in the wall. So this is going to be one of them races where if somebody makes a mistake like that, we'll end up with a big repair bill, even if they get it wrong over the mountains. So I clocked in a time in the practice session early on. So if I can get to a certain benchmark, then even whenever I set that, yeah, that was definitely a wall. And this was definitely a curb that I just hit there. And then the second wall. Is third gear quicker around there? Or second? Yeah, a real driver's car for sure. Just makes it ever so challenging. It is, yeah. Yep. Definitely. But this bit there is the hardest part, I feel. Unless I tweak a little something to try and get a bit more flat out through that section without binning it. Like that. Even when you try to trail brake in these things, then obviously it could cost you for sure. And there's Kenny running on the opposite side, opposite direction. I had a 13. So once the fuel goes down a lot, then welcome along, Wally. No, this is a practice lobby that's run by Nock. I just had to jump in that one. I jumped in that one as I wanted to get a bit of a feel of the car and quickly whatever before the official lobby opens. So I'm just waiting for a notification to pop through from Discord. But yeah, that's I appreciate you joining the stream, Wally. I hope you're doing good, and best wishes to you as well. And we have just reached 10 likes on this stream, so that makes it a hat-trick of likes with 2 figures worth of likes each stream from the past 3 streams. Thank you very much for your support, and anybody enjoying the content, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and so let's see. So we're getting into 7:30, so just a couple of minutes away. So thank you, Nock, for the practice lobby. If you are watching the stream. Yeah, no problem. Appreciate it. So So best wishes to you on the race, Nock. So obviously, we'll wait for the room ID or even friends only. I think he worked as room ID, because the way that the entry works out is that you get into a lobby that is pre-Discord entry in a league race. And therefore, you get a room ID code and type it in, and then you're in. If you get the spelling together, that's the some people just accidentally put the one letter or number that might look closer to a letter or a number, one or the other. So. Yeah. So for those while we're here waiting, for those who are into motorbikes, Wally DJ has a channel for those who like to go and check out his content. So he's big into motorbikes and so on. And I have read early on today that Mark Marcus has suffered a fracture on his foot, and I'm very sorry to hear that, mate. It's a bit of a hectic one, for some, considering that we're just on the final season with these current rules and regulations before the MotoGP switches from the 1000cc to the 850cc engines with 100% sustainable fuel, if I remember correctly. So Nocular is on the controller tonight. Okay. So, okay. We've got the room ID. First one in, maybe, maybe not. Well, I mean, you just don't know when's this gonna keep going. Then you know, because the amount of accidents he had with from elbows to shoulders and collarbones and very much like nearly every single part of his body. And then he refused to give up. And even when you're trying to get into that riding style suited to your liking, then it just makes it difficult for some. And then for what he had done on that occasion was be able to win the MotoGP World Championship in 2025 with a few rounds to go, and then all of a sudden, sadly, that he got injured next time out, which obviously he had to sit out for the rest of the season, which was a shame, really. But it's well, it is what it is, isn't it? But obviously, none of us want to somebody to finish the career where if it's the ongoing injuries that have been carrying her through their careers that defy him. But obviously, in your head, you want to be sure that that you remain the same as what you used to. So, okay, so. I set it to 2, didn't I? So yeah, I've seen from when I was having my food that Bobby Vegas has jumped in. He is live right now. Who's currently playing Forza Horizon. For those who like to go and check out his content on YouTube. He does daily races and open lobbies from the American continent, and every now and then plays other games such as for Forza Horizon, which I just seen the notification on my phone that he's gone into. That he's going into play Forza Horizon, which I'm yet to, give that a shot, but obviously, which crazy, like from a year or two ago, where Forza Horizon, Forza has been on the Xbox franchise for quite some time until one of the games become available to PlayStation Network, which made things pretty interesting. I mean, his driving is question on the wheel, on a controller. Fucking hell. So, are you saying that he's got a skill issue? I'm not judging on this one because otherwise he's gonna. Oh, he's gonna whoop my ass if now I said it. I just need to get a bit more confidence with the sliding bit. Well, if it is the case, then we all know what the issue is. So. Where's the plonker? The plonker's in the lobby, mate. I just see the plonker's name will pop up. And he's currently setting some blistering times as he has been lately. See what I mean? Almost lost it there. Yeah, seems that way. But my lap time's not really too sure. I'm not really too sure on the strategy side on because there's no mandatory tyre rule like where you're gonna have to use 2 different tyre compounds as far as I'm concerned. But I wouldn't even touch the hard compound tyres once if it comes to it. Well, it depends on the tyre wear fuel consumption rating gets thrown at. Right. Little glance with the wall. Ah. Okay. Okay. And as the fuel's burning down and the tyres wearing out a bit more, seem to be hooking up the lap times even better now. Welcome along, Danfor. Thank you very much for stopping by to drop a like. Hope you're doing good. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, whatever you're up to. You know what? I'm not far off. It's you know, really that what it is that I've noticed as well is that the consistency of getting the views, where I could get, if I could get to like say 3,000 watch hours within 365 days or something, then, and that of course is the missing thing I'm yet to go and sort out, and therefore get the license to go and send the file in to be sure that I do the membership kind of things. Well, that's something that I've been thinking of, of trying to aim for quite some time. But then, even as the days go by, that it just keeps updating itself, and yeah, that just gotta keep putting in the content and keep pushing, and but even when it gets to that time for where people who watch the streams and can please send to become a member or make donations and gifted memberships, bits like that. So for me, don't spend your money. You don't have to spend your money. What matters to me is the friendship and the respect I have from you guys. It's more than enough. Even when if somebody decides to throw out dish out a $5 donation, I'll be like, mate, you didn't have to do that. I didn't ask for anything, but thank you very much. Thank you very much. But it's getting closer, but just need to keep at it. And like I said, that not far of a certain milestone, which is another win on the horizon. No worries, mate. Thank you very much for joining the stream, and I hope to see you again soon. So qualifying is about to get underway. Good luck, everyone. Thank you, Max. Good luck, everyone. Just need to leave space during the qualifying. Yep, I'm ready, mate. I'm ready. So we have Ben on my left. Egberg. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Oi. See. What's next? What's next? Yeah, yes, I. Alright, let's do this. First one out. Oh, this is an ambitious one. I can do my best, and that's all I can do. But I've got David in company behind as well. And then there's another car up here, so I just need to crack on with it. Even if I do mess up a flying lap, I'll just do my best to keep well out of people's way. Let's go. Get the flying lap overdone with and go from there. No. No. Go, go, go. It's all right. We've got 11 minutes left on the clock. I don't know whether David got put off with my off, or is it just that he messed up his lines in the as soon as you hit the braking zone on the downhill section of the chicane. We've got Bongo Man behind. Just need to get a move on. Oh, damn it. Just need to get a move on ASAP. Got my hazards on, the damage has gone away now. So I think what's going to happen now is that I'm going to get 2 flying laps in with a new set of tyres as I'm going to come into the pits at the end of this lap. Just indicating left. Appreciate you letting me buy Egberg. I wasn't on a flying lap, I was just on an out lap. So, just need 2 laps to try and improve my time. Here we go. Start IC time, here we go. I'm on a flying lap, lover. I'm on a flying lap. Appreciate you letting me by. Couldn't quite get the slip off you, so just for a few attempts, but we keep going. Making gains there in the process. Ah! That's gonna kill momentum all the way down to the home straight. Yep. Got a bit better, but what can you do? Thank you, Max. GG, everyone else. So we have Wally DJ, the only driver to make it into the 2-minute 10s, with Shadow in second, LFC Ben in third, myself in fourth, David in fifth, we've got Butler in sixth, we've got Bongo Man in seventh, we've got Joey in eighth, we've got Nocular in ninth, Johnny in 10th, we've got James H in 11th, Tyler Man in 12th, we've got Egberg in 13th, Swifty in 14th. So for those who don't know Mr. GB Kodja Racing, he has a channel for those who like to go and check out his content on YouTube. He does the race highlights for the Porsche Cup. Obviously the host of his British Touring Car Championship, which have been successful in the past 5 seasons with 3 championships to my name and 2 third places, having only missed a race or two in one of the occasions. But could have been worse. So what's happening is that the weather's going to be different as well. Not bad for controller today. Not bad for controller today, says Knock. Should have stuck with pads, says Shadow. Well, if you use the wheel, then hats off to you for braving it out in an old school kind of racing car. And then just a quick little bits and pieces. Yep. Quick toilet break. Back in 2 secs. I'm back. I'm not sure what happened there. What's happened? Bit odd. So, just looking on the chat. The lobby died. So, experiencing difficulties, as somebody said. Unless it's just giving us the choice, the chance to do an oil change. Might as well while we're waiting. Nobody's watching. Just get a quick oil change. Minding my own business. I'm washing the car for aerodynamic purposes. I'm ready to go, brother. So, okay, so the new room ID is on. So, okay, so we're in. Only just. Right. that should sort the issue out, and obviously everybody's getting back in. The setup. The brake balance. I think if I can keep it to 2 to the front, it should be okay. Easy said than done. There's just one person left to join now. Apologies for the delayed start. Come on, Tyler. Ready up, please. So, in case anybody's wondering, it never rains at Bathurst, so yeah. Just Ekberg left now. And this will give me a perspective on I just wanted to have a look and see the sighting of how dark it is at the minute, which should be well set to well, looking at it while I'm here. Okay, so that's going to be interesting in terms of tyre wear, fuel consumption ratings. So compared to what we practiced in. So other than that, it so you could use any tires you want. So I'm just like going to go with the flow with what I'm used to. So I'd just like to see if I go on the mediums, get to know like how many laps can I get out from a certain tire compound with enough fuel on board. Well, there's some that's out there, so I best get going and get the quick feel of the car and track. I'm ready when you are, mate. This is going to be a thrilling motor race at the mountains of Australia in Bathurst. All right then, without further ado, we're just about to get underway for round 2 of the JCR Porsche Cup. Good luck, everyone. Let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. Thank you, Max. Good luck, everyone. We go again. So we survived the first lap so far, made up a couple of places. Just right behind my familiar championship rival, who I raced with in so many league racing championships, especially the season 5 BTCC. Long way to go in this motor race. David's catching, he's catching. Is he going to go for the move? Is he not? Over revving it in one gear, that's what it is. And that gave the opportunity to David, who's got the move done on me. Ah. Just that curve, that's what done me. No worries. It wasn't my intention. Oh, no, no! No. Sorry, mate. Oh, mate. Well, that's me. Chances of a result out of the window. Just cannot believe my luck, man. Everybody's coming in, apart from Wally. I need new tyres, and I want fuel. So it looks like it's a two-stop strategy from my side, and we'll just go from there. Obviously, there's no mandatory tyre type rule in this one, so you could just use whatever tyre you like, really. And Wally's staying out 1 lap longer, just to, as he's done a bit of fuel saving in that one. Now I've got the clear out up front. Let's see what I can do from there. Can't promise anything. Yellow flag, something's happened. Joey's gone off. I'm not sure what happened there, but yeah. So Butler's in. Oh no! Done it again! Tried to get it through third gear, but that didn't work. Lost to be a heap of time there whilst catching up to David. Yellow flag, something's happened. Couldn't work out who caused the yellow flag. So Wally's in the pits. That little glance over the wall didn't help. Go on, Kenny. Kenny's running, hopping along. Oh man, the story of this race, isn't it? When you try and then you just cannot catch a break, can you? But you refuse to give up in your head, but then, you know, that's when it tests your patience, don't it? Almost. I don't know if it's just the feedback's a bit too much or... Speaking of which, something's happened up front. I'm not sure what happened exactly. Oh, LFC Band's had enough. So he's lost a chunk of time there, somewhere. Unlucky, buddy. So maybe a podium is on the cards. So we just need to just keep doing what we're doing, and then we should be within a shout of a final podium position. Because if I do get that podium, that would be some comeback after a lot of offside I had. Maybe I could have stood a chance of a solid result. So we've got 20 or so minutes left. Ben lost a bit of time up front, so the mistakes are starting to creep in after being in this endurance race for a little bit. Half an hour into the endurance race. Ben's losing a heap of time there. Oh! Well, Get it, good. A lovely switchback. Ben's feeling the pressure and dropping like flies. So we just need to get ourselves in the pits and then complete what is the last remaining stop. Should get us to the end. Should get us to the end. I need mediums, and I need fuel. So Shadow's out of the pit box. Back out to the lead. So there is some that's on a different strategy. I just need my car to hurry up. Come on, car. Fill it up to 100, get to the end, and then set the tyres. We've got Bongo Man down the scene. No worries. I thought I'd had you at the when I came out to the pits, but perhaps if I hadn't fluffed my lines, then I would have had you. Bollocks! No, after you, mate, after you. After you. I do apologise. Oh, no! I was looking so good until that happened. Oh, no. Can't believe it, man. Oh, what a shame. You go, mate, if you're brave. No, no! No, it's happened again! Oh, this is all happening at once. Oh, I don't remember a race once where I've had that many mistakes from as many as I like remember. Oh my. So cruel at these circumstances, but... Oh well. The podium's out of the reach, but I'm just going to have to forget about this race and then move on, which is all I have to do. But, yeah. Somebody's had a spin. That's Bongo Man, isn't it? Unlucky, buddy. Bongo Man's off. No, no, no! Bollocks! Oh, man. Really don't know what to say. Really don't know what to say. Yellow flag, something's happened. Got blue flags. Oh, Swifty's gone off. So that's probably what the blue flags were for. Oh, Tyler's gone off.
Last lap now. Just looking on the first two races, you know, having got the a fifth place for the third, well, usually they're based on top, and then
to try and tweak a few little things, you know, with the suspension and downforce and brake balance, and then I was feeling okay, and then all of a sudden that, you know, I don't remember a certain race from as long as I can remember having that many mistakes I made, but then as far as I can remember. But this is certainly a rarity, which you don't often see me have one of them off days, and so even if there was contact made, which rightly so I had to give way, and I put my hand up, I just take it on the chin and just move on. And so where the situation of this championship is, I'm not even thinking about the championship. I'm out of it mathematically, because where it's going to me, it's looking like it's shadows to lose. So I'm not bothered about this championship. I'm just gonna try and get a good result and then do better than what I did, and then see what's next. I'm not really expecting like on what's next from my side, because for now I'm just having to think on what to do next. Well, something's happened there. Thank fuck for that. Glad that's overdone me, because that was a horrible race on my side. It really was. Well, grab the replays if you want them. So we have Shadow taking the win with Wally in second, David in third, Ben in fourth, myself in fifth, Butler in sixth, and Bongo Man in seventh. In seventh, we've got Johnny in eighth. We've got Tyler Man in ninth. We've got Knock in 10th. We've got James H in 11th. We've got Joey in 12th. We've got Egberg in 13th. Swifty in 14th. Welcome along, Shadow. Thank you. So, yeah. All I can say really is after today's episode, where there was some contact that been made from my side, having to give way, I'll just take it on the chin. Okay. It's on me. And we'll just forget about this race and then just move on, and that's all I have to say really. So just want to spare a moment also was to say thanks for the race to Jimmy for running the championship. We'll come off there. Let's come out of here.
get the ticket opened and see what I win. Will it be a car? Or will it be a part? It's a part. A racing crankshaft on a Tundra TRD Pro. Alright, so just want to spare a moment to say thank you very much to those of you who are tuned in to say hello while on the go. Well done to those who have took part in the Manufacturers Cup as well as the Porsche Cup. Unfortunately, those results didn't go my way, but it's one of them days where just like, well, head down, move on, and that's all I can do really. I'm not within the chance of a championship. Let's be realistic on this, because it's just, looking to hopefully get a result next time out. If I can keep everything all together, which ain't going to be easy, considering how handful these cars are for sure. But yeah. So next time I'll be live is tomorrow. Looking at between 7:30 or 8 o'clock UK time for when I go live for the GR3 Esports Endurance League at Yas Marina. So that's what I've got lined up next. And so thank you very much, both for those who have left the likes and to make it a hat trick of 2 figures worth of likes on the past 3 streams. Appreciate your support as always, and welcome to the new subscribers to the channel. For those who don't know, I do open lobbies normally on Tuesday evenings for whatever car category this game has to offer, as well as some of the league racing adventures and so on. And other than that, welcome along, Maya. Thank you very much for tuning in. So as for the manufacturers, I started 12th, finished 10th. I could have qualified higher and finished higher, but one of them days. And then you have the Porsche Cup, where I started 4th, finished 5th, although I had plenty of offs, which I don't remember a certain race from top of my head where that many mistakes have been made from my side. And then, although there may be some contact or two with the one person, which I had to give way and put my hand up to apologise, and yep, one of them races to forget. So, well, that's all I'm going to say. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to crack on with whatever else I need to do now. And whatever you're all up to, look after yourself, stay safe, have a great evening, have a great morning, a great afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And from myself, Danny C, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.